Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Talking Groose. I am your host, the Groose. I come to you from the Rocket Courier Studios. I have myself with my co-host over here across the table from me. Go ahead, co-host. And this is...
My name is Rich, and I'm across from Snow White here. We'll just go from there. Next topic, please.
Next topic. Anyways, let me tell you all about what we're planning to do here. So, at the Talking Groose, I am going to be the captain on this ship, and Rich will be my co-pilot. Here at the Talking Groose, what we're going to do is we're going to bring you guys, our viewers, listeners, subscribers, whatever you want to call yourself. We're going to be bringing you the news and world events and, some fun topics, all with the spin, in my opinion, of the greatest generation. And no, we're not talking about your great-grandparents, my grandparents. We're not talking about them. We're talking about Generation X.
Thank you very much.
He's taking credit over there. Thank God I didn't switch the camera to him. So anyways, on this first episode of the Talking Groose, we're going to go ahead and cover a friendly, light-hearted subjects. We're not going to get into any meat and potato of the news and what's going on in the world. And I'm thinking, why don't we cover some of the traditional top stories, top 10 type of stuff from the past year?
Sounds good to me.
Good, because you really have no choice in this.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
so let's go ahead and keep going on here now that we're back, and I'm thinking let's go ahead and cover some top items of 2023. Now, this year's actually going to end on a very interesting note. What we talked about this earlier today. Every 100 years it ends in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's something as simple as I think the count. I learned that. I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
my mom sent me that meme.
Yeah, I mean, and come on, your mom, baby boomer. I don't know what to tell you here, man.
The fact that my mom sends memes, that says a lot.
Well, it's better. It's much better than my mom. She'll actually take a picture of the meme on her iPad, and then she'll
Screenshot?
Yeah, well, not even a screenshot. She'll just sit there with the camera and take a picture of it, and on her cell phone, and then send it to me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's wow. Really good technology.
Gotta get Nana Google over there to her house and teach her a few lessons.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's take this and start going with some of the top stories here. How about? I was thinking today. Why don't we cover on this episode? Let's cover some of the top stories of 2023. I'll probably come out the first week of next year, but still, let's go ahead and why don't we go ahead and cover top news stories? I was thinking baby names, top baby names.
Sure. I'm just interested to see what the top 10 baby names of 2023 are because of the times we live in.
Well, I understand that. I get that. I get that completely. But you know what? I was thinking, take that one step further. Let's go ahead and compare it to the years that we were born. Okay. Now he was born only about he was only born about 4 months.
4 months.
4 months before me. Yeah, so 4 months. So I'm an early 74 kid, and he is he's an early
a late.
Or he's a late, yes, thank you.
73 kid.
He's late 73, and so we just might have to go with the better year 74.
So what do we have for the number 10 name.
So you want to start off with the baby names right off the bat?
Yeah, let's go with 2023 names.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start firing these away. Let's go with I found this report on a website, babycenter.com, the most popular baby names of 2023. So let's start out at number 10.
Give me number 10.
Okay, so here we go. Number 10 on the list for girls is Evelyn, and number 10 for boys is Luca. Luca. Yeah.
Like the cheesy movie of the kid that comes out of the ocean, Luca.
Oh, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
my 11-year-old loves that movie.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that movie. Luca. Maybe we'll have to do an episode on.
Does he live on the second floor?
That was My Name is Luca. I live on. Yeah. Okay.
Moving
along. Number 9 for girls, Luna. Number 9 for girls is Luna, and number 9 for boys is Ezra. You know, a little bit of biblical names there, I would say.
Luna is the name for the moon, and it's also the name for my brother's dog.
I really want to name my kid after a dog.
And my mother calls her Luna Tick.
Oh, good.
But I digress.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Okay,
I do like Ezra, though.
Ezra, very biblical.
Yeah.
Very biblical. And I was amazed at the top 10 baby names for 2023, the amount of biblical names in there for boys. It's huge. I mean, it's like, wow, I thought those were all left for dead in the Old Testament or something. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So, anyways, all right. So on the number 8 for girls, it's Mia
and her twin sister Tia. Cars.
Cars. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then boys is Leo. I mean,
Okay, that's named after a pope.
You know, that's true.
It's named after like 14 popes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or a lion.
Yeah.
You know.
Or a. What do you call it? The astrological symbol.
Yes. Yeah. Leo. Constellation.
Well, but
that's the word.
In astrology, Leo is sometime in August.
Yeah, but it's the constellation Leo you're thinking of. Okay, let's go on here with this list. We have number 7 we're at now. Once again, really biblical. Isabella. Isabella for girls. For boys, Levi.
Where is this the United States or is this the world?
This is. I'm assuming it's the top 10 names or the top names in America. It didn't say in the article. It just said it was the top baby names of 2023, so it might be worldwide. I'm not sure on that. So Levi, once again, a good name, good pair of jeans. I mean, we can name them. I mean, after jeans, I guess. I want to name my kid after a pair of jeans. Anyways, number 6, we have Ava for girls. Ava, not once again, not a bad name.
Is that EVA or AVA?
AVA.
Okay.
Ava.
Like it?
Ava. If it would be Eva if it was with EVA.
Depending.
No, I don't know. Haven't you ever watched WALL-E? Eva.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was EVA.
Just go on with the boy name already.
Okay, so the boy name is Lucas.
So we got Luca and
Lucas. Yeah. Luca and Luna and Lucas. Luna was the girl, but Luca and Lunas. I mean,
Lucas. Must be NASCAR fans. Named them after the oil.
Yeah, well, there you go. Lucas Oil, excellent. Next, we have on the list at number 5, we have Charlotte for girls. Charlotte's really an older name. I've thought, that was a name I would never expect.
Charlotte's Web making a comeback.
It could be. I mean, I don't know. But it's just a name. That's like an older name. You would not think Charlotte as a young.
Makes me think of Charlotte Ray from The Facts of Life too.
Oh well, there you have it. The Facts of Life. Do you remember that? There we go. You take the good, you take the bad.
Look it up, kids.
Look it up, everybody that doesn't remember. It was a great TV show back in the day. Number 6 for boys, Mateo.
Spanish version of Matthew.
Yeah, sort of an Italian, I think.
Italian, Spanish,
Mateo.
Maybe even Portuguese.
Mateo. Well, not a bad name. I'd be okay with it. I'm not going to go name my child Mateo, but I mean,
Mateo Gruce.
Yeah.
Doesn't really flow off the tongue.
No, it doesn't. Not really. Okay, so number 4 for girls. Here's another old one. Sophia.
Oh, I like Sophia.
Sophia. I mean,
well, you know why that is, right?
No. What's the reasoning?
My youngest son is 11, and so he used to watch a show called Sophia the First. And that's still, I think they still rerun it on Disney or Toon Disney or whatever, or Disney Junior.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why that's probably in that list. I really don't think it's after the Golden Girl.
That's what I was thinking. It was Sophia. When you said that, I was thinking Golden Girls. Yeah. But here, once again, for boys though, it's another biblical name, Elijah.
The prophet.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting to see that these some of these modern names are all they're pulling them out of, like I said, Old Testament names.
Right.
Levi, Elijah, Ezra. I mean, these are names. These are names that are from a long time ago.
The beginning of the gospel with the genealogy of Jesus. You find a lot of those in there.
Oh God! Wow, some of the names. It might have been like Mary, Sue, and John back then, but some of their names. I mean,
I always liked Enos. The deputy on Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Enos. Yeah, and that's a
biblical name.
That's a biblical. Enos and Jehoshaphat.
How come Enos is in the top?
Well,
Bring back Enos.
Yeah, we want Enos. We want Enos.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, so next, number 3, we have Amelia for girls. Not a bad one.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad. Not boys is Oliver.
Olives, think of Cousin Oliver from the Brady Bunch. The one who torpedoed the show, supposedly.
Oh yeah, the kid who came on towards the end of the series with the glasses.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the cute kid because everybody was growing up.
Yeah, and it just didn't do a single thing like it was supposed to. All right, so let's go on here to the number 2 name. I like the boy's name, but we'll hold that for just a second here. The girl's name, great, not bad, Emma.
Yeah, there's a lot of Emmas now, so.
Emma's a good name. The boy's name, I myself like it. Liam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Liam.
It's the Scottish version of William.
Yes, but Liam, I mean, it's a great name.
Yeah. Recently, well, not recently, but in the last few years, I watched a show way back from the late 90s called Earth Final Conflict. And
okay.
From the second season on, the main character's name was Liam. And I always thought that was a good name.
I think of Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
A great actor. Great actor. Yeah. Not... Because all of his movies are going to wind up killing somebody in his movies.
Even though he's against guns.
Yeah, exactly.
In real life.
Yeah, exactly. But he's great with them in the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's take the number one name for girls and the number one name for boys in 2023. Um, here we go with that. Or are we ready for this one?
Let's go.
All right. Okay, so
Thank you, studio audience. Thank you.
so the number one name for girls in 2023 is Olivia.
I like Olivia.
Yeah, I mean, if I was still of child producing age, and I had another girl, I would maybe go with Olivia.
Yeah, I like Olivia.
I mean, and then of course everybody, number one for boys, and once again Old Testament, we're pulling out of the Old Testament again. Noah.
Noah. That's my girlfriend's son's name.
Noah. Yeah, I mean, it's the name of a man who.
Noah is the number one boy's name for two. That surprises me.
Yeah, it did for me too when I saw that. I was like, Noah, what? And one thing I noticed on that list was there was no like John or Mark or
Richard or Gregory.
Richard or Gregory. Yeah,
Or Jessica or
yeah. I mean,
Mary.
I mean, just typical names that we used to think were the names that every kid had. We didn't have them this time. They aren't on there.
Right.
Anymore. In 1974, the number 10 name for girls was Rebecca and boys was William. For number 9, girls Stephanie and Matthew for boys.
A lot of Stephanies and Matthews growing up.
I knew a couple of Stephanies growing up, and I knew a lot of Matts. Of course, not Matthew. That might have been their actual name, but. I knew a lot of Matts, but it's still a name. It didn't make it. It's a name that didn't make the list for 2023. Neither of those did. Number 8 was Lisa and Brian.
Knew a lot of Brians, a few Lisas.
Yeah. 7 was Melissa and Robert. Once again, that's another name that you
Gen X name.
Gen X name, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Number what would I say? Let's see here. 7, yeah.
Melissa and Robert.
So, 7. So 6 was Kimberly and John. You don't hear kids getting named that anymore these days. I mean, number 5, Angela and James. Mm-hmm. 4 was Heather and David. Number 3 for 1974, Michelle for girls, Christopher for boys. Okay. A lot. I've encountered a lot of them.
Yeah, I had quite a few Chris's in my classes growing up.
I mean, I had a lot of friends. I had some friends named Chris. I mean, I've known a lot of Michelles also around my age. But yeah. So, anyways, so that was number 3. So number 2 was Amy and Jason.
We knew a Jason.
Yeah, we knew a Jason growing up.
Or 3 or 4.
Or 4, maybe, I don't know. But the number 1 names in 1974 were Jennifer and Michael.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that definitely does. It definitely does. I mean, so number 17 in 1974, Richard. Let me do that for you.
There we go.
Let me do that for you. And number 17 for 1974 for girls was Jessica.
Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah. As he looks off camera and as the show progresses, we can go on with that. My name actually did not. Oh, it did actually make the list for 1974.
99.
Yes. No, actually 31.
Not bad. Not bad.
31. Yeah, I mean 31. So I guess I flew in under the radar, and I rose to greatness. So
Now we can't miss you on the radar.
yeah, you can't know. So, anyways, when we come back, we'll go ahead and cover New Year's resolutions and go from there. And we hope you're enjoying this. We hope you stick with us through this, our next segment, and we will see you in, what was it, as Chuck Woolery used to say? We'll
Two
see
and
you
two.
in 2 and 2.
See everybody.
So now that we're back, let's go ahead and cover New Year's resolutions. So once again, I was doing some research on this, and the top resolutions that the most common resolutions that I found that people go through. One of them, read more. Do people even read these days, or do they?
I was going to say Audible.
Audible, yeah, Audible. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Audible. I mean, that's how I get my books in. I don't have time to sit down in my recliner and pour a glass of brandy, or not brandy, a bourbon, and
a snifter.
Snifter. Way to go. And Rich with the save. Folks, he's having way too much fun with the sound effects. I'm just letting you know that right now.
We need to get a few more on there.
Well, hey, as this grows, believe me, we'll get more. Anyways, so travel more.
I haven't been out of the country since I was about 8 years old.
Where'd you guys go?
Mexico.
Oh, okay. So everybody, this show is coming to you from Arizona. We're right now recording the Rocket Courier Studios, and it is in Tempe, Arizona. So, as I've grown up and have lived here my whole life since day one, it explains a lot. My brain's a little baked from the sun. Mexico is just like going down the street to Tucson. It's like going to your neighbor's house.
If your neighbor lives, next country over.
Well, now what part of Mexico? Did you actually go into Mexico, or what? Did you just go into
We went into Nogales.
Nogales? Okay, yeah. So it's like just going to Nogales, Arizona. You just cross the fence, and away you go. I do like. I've traveled to Mexico before. I've been to not Rocky Point. I don't want to go to Rocky Point. I've been to Puerto Vallarta. Been to Mazatlan. And Cabo also. Cabo Wabo. I saw the bar there. Complete.
Sammy Hagar?
Yeah, complete. No, I didn't see him, but I saw the bar. Complete tourist trap. That's all I got to say. But when you get down further into Mexico, it's actually beautiful country.
If I ever went to Mexico, like deepest, darkest Mexico, I'd love to go see some of the pyramids.
Oh, I got to.
Nice.
I've seen them. We had taken back in 21. We took a trip down to Cancun, actually south of Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and then we took a tour of the Mayan, actually one of the Mayan cities down there that's still standing.
That would be interesting.
And it was I don't know. Did I ever show you the pictures of that?
No.
I got to show you the pictures because it was amazing. It was God, talk about a walk through history. You could feel the history that went on there. It was.
Did you see? I forget the guy's name from Ancient Aliens now.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
With the hair.
Yeah, no, I know. No, I didn't, thankfully. But yeah, we also.
Aliens.
Yeah. We also got, when we were down there, we got to see that, and it was like a mile walk into the jungle. You had to walk forever, and but it was really neat though.
Do they bus you out and then you have to walk?
They bus you to where you have to walk, and then you have to walk in. And there's no cars. There's people on those 3-wheeled pedal bike things you can rent, or you can, like a taxi cab, you can pay them for it or whatever, and then they'll come and give you a ride and back. I was stupid and decided to walk the whole thing. But the other thing. So we also saw that, and we saw one of the pyramids. I can't remember the name of it, but they used to allow tourists to climb the pyramid pre-COVID, and they stopped that at COVID, of course. But then they stopped it altogether because of the deterioration of it. Historic, they didn't want it to deteriorate anymore. But it was amazing to see.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
It was just amazing. It was it's right in our backyard for the most part. I mean, I always thought of Mexico as Nogales when I was growing up, and
never got to venture too much further in. Most of my travels have been in country.
Yeah, mine too. A lot of mine. I mean, but I've taken a love of South and Central America. It's beautiful area to travel in. I think it was. I thought it was one of the better places I've traveled. The Mexican people were all friendly. Number 8, spend more time with family and friends.
Yeah, that's something that all of us self-employed people need to do.
Yeah, I mean, well, there we go. You're getting in your spending time with friends on right now because you're here with me. It's but yeah, spend time with family and friends. And I think that it's something that that's actually that's something we should do on a daily basis. Try to strive for, and I don't think we need to. No, let's make it a New Year's resolution. I'm going to go see Grandma. You go and see her in January, and then you don't see her again until January of the next year.
I would like to see my grandson a little bit more.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he's up in the Great Northwest.
Right.
I mean. Anyways, on to the next topic. Number 7 is quit smoking.
I don't have that issue.
Yeah, and I only smoke when I'm on fire.
Okay, Hades.
And yeah,
Whoa, is my head out?
Yeah.
Whoa, is my hair out?
Hercules. Good old Hercules.
That was a fun movie.
It was a great movie.
Before Disney went woke.
Well, okay, we can cover that in another episode. Number 6, save more money and spend less. What say you?
I say learn how to budget, people.
Instead of spending it all, and I mean it's pretty simple. I mean it's that common sense knowledge that Grandma should have taught us all, or Mom and Dad should have taught us.
It's something we need to teach our kids, and something that isn't taught in schools.
No, they don't teach. At least when we were in school, they never taught budgets. They never taught about finances.
I don't even think they do it now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask my wife. She's a teacher, so.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so she knows. She'll know. Anyways, on to the next one. Now, this is what amazes me. This comes in at number 5. Live life to the fullest.
That's kind of a cliche.
Why do you say that?
Just everybody puts that, when I was single back in the old days. When
I was your age,
and I had a dating profile, that was the most that was like the instant turn off. I live life to the fullest. Okay, that means what? That they didn't really have anything to say.
Does live life to the fullest? They probably meant, well, I'm going to go and mess around all the time.
I really don't think so. I think
it was just
this open blanket statement that didn't mean anything, but it sounded good.
Yeah, and I'll agree with that. It does sound good. I mean, it doesn't.
But yeah, okay. What does that mean? Nobody can tell you what it means.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody's fullest is different.
Right.
You know, I read a quote the other day, and I told you about this, and you sort of laughed about it when I said it. But it said, if you only have 40% to give, and you give 40%, you've given 100%. That's exactly it. And it is. It's once again, it depends on what your view of living life to the fullest is. Living life to the fullest could be spending the day in your PJs in bed eating a bowl of ice cream. Could be living life to the fullest while you're watching Netflix or something.
Yeah, I think we've all been there, done that.
Can you speak up, sir? What was that?
I said I think we've all been there and done that.
Yes. I think I was doing that the other day.
At least it wasn't Oreos, right?
Yeah, Oreos and Power Bars.
Hey, Power Bars were good back in the day.
Anyways, on to the number 4.
Where's that sound effect panel? No, go ahead.
What do we want here? Here we go. There you go. Number 4. Learn a new skill or hobby.
I think that's what we're doing.
Well, there we go. We're doing it.
We're becoming broadcast professionals.
You mean broadcast professional?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he was a broadcast professional, folks, he'd know how to talk into the microphone correctly instead of sounding like he's eating it.
I have nothing. I am a novice. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but once again, broadcast professional will be able to have a something quick to throw in there. So I'm just saying here.
I've winged it pretty good so far.
You have actually. For somebody who just walked in on this with only ideas from the white head of knowledge.
And yeah, there's no script here, folks.
No, there actually isn't. Number 3, get organized.
The Rocket Courier Studios need some serious organization.
Well, I mean, thank God, all that they can see, it doesn't look that bad from your angle. It looks like a studio. But yes, organization. I think that's what we all need to work on every day. I mean, it doesn't just make a New Year's resolution. I'm going to be organized for the first quarter of the year, and then in March I'm just going to throw it all to the wind and be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I've just got organized mess, chaos going on here.
Yeah, that's kind of the way my business runs every year, and we're trying to rein that in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you sort of have to. I mean, to be successful in anything, you got to have a plan. You got to be organized, and you got to, it's like the old thing: let's break it out and put it onto a piece of paper, make it happen that way. Or nowadays, put it in your plan in your on your Google Calendar.
Yeah, Google Calendar or Basic Note is the one that I use.
Well, I could see you using anything basic. I mean,
poor sound effect. Okay.
Do we have a sound effect?
I don't think we have a rib shot.
No, I don't think we had the rib shot on there. So we're going to find a soundboard that has the rim shot there. All right, on to the next one here. Now, I'm laughing only because you're going to love the next two. All right, and it's something that we've actually talked about. Number 2. And this is why I don't do New Year's resolutions anymore. Lose weight.
I knew that one was going to be in there somewhere.
If I actually lost weight,
Well, I used to be super skinny, and now I'm carrying around the second trimester dad bod here. So
second try. Well, I'm well past that second trimester. I'm well over the third even. I think. This, you odd. But the number one is actually exercise more. But
they kind of go hand in hand.
That's exactly what I'm saying. 1 and 2 go hand in hand. You exercise more, you're going to lose weight. And those are all reasons why. All of those are main reasons why I don't I don't make them anymore.
No,
because all of these
life gets in the way.
All of these, life gets in the way, and it's very, once again, life gets in the way. So there's really no reason to.
Now, if you are losing weight and exercising more, are you living life to the fullest?
Oh, now that's a question for the ages.
Deep thoughts.
Deep
Jack Handy.
Yeah, deep thoughts with Rich.
Stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned. Yeah, we got more. We got more here. So, anyways, that's it for the top stories, or not top stories, but New Year's resolutions. So let me just say that we will be back here in just a second to wrap this up, and we'll see you in once again, Chuck Woolery.
2 and 2.
There we go. All right, everybody, be back in a minute. All right, everybody, welcome back. So this is our final segment of the show. We're going to go ahead and conclude it today. We feel that we have wasted enough of your time.
And ours.
And ours, yeah. Bringing you this entertaining show, podcast, vlog. I don't know what I mean. I call it a program.
I thought it was a good banter session.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like more of a. I guess it could just be a talk program. A program.
Yeah.
We could just call it a program. Anyways, so we've now occupied your time. Once we go through full edit, it'll probably be a little bit longer even. So hey, there you go. I want to.
I won't be there for that.
You're gonna miss that fun thing.
I'm gonna miss the editing part. Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to see my hair go whiter? That will happen during editing.
No, I'm good.
Okay, very good. So everybody, I want to just say thank you for tuning in on our inaugural episode. Recapping some of the top things of 2023 and going into 2024. I don't know when you'll be watching the show or listening to it. I know myself, and I know that my co-host over here, Rich, across the table, we both definitely would like to wish all of our viewers and our listeners a happy New Year. Let's hope that you will not make any of our top 10 lists for 2024 when we do the 2024 show.
Unless you have a baby and you want to name it like Elijah or Luca.
Yeah, Luca. Once again, you got to ask them: do they live on the second floor?
Are you upstairs from me? I think I've seen you before.
Yeah. Who was it that sung that?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
One hit wonder.
Yeah. But anyways, with that, let me remind you guys, you can follow us on social media at The Talking Groose. We also have our own website, thegroose.com. We can always like hearing from our subscribers and our viewers on things that we could do better, and comments and hints, tips, suggestions. Maybe give us the winning lottery numbers, and the real quality of this program will go up at that point. So
better money, better equipment.
Exactly. You've got it. But anyways, you guys can follow us. We'll also take emails from you guys we'll take the Talking Groose at thegroose.com. In upcoming shows, I'm hoping to get us a number where we can have you guys text in comments, and we'll cover them on the next episode. But until that point, once again, visit us on social media at The Talking Groose. We're on Twitter, or we're on X.
We're on X.
X. I sort of like that better than Twitter.
It's more ominous.
Yeah, it is. X.
Instagram.
We're on Instagram. With that, we will also, and we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, which you're probably watching this right now on. And we are going to be partnering up, since we are an Arizona-based operation. We're going to partner up with an organization called Valley V&P. They're on Instagram also at Valley_V.
Valley_V_and_P.
And that's or is that A&D?
It's A&D.
It's A&D. Okay.
It's not an ampersand. Bet you haven't heard that in a long time.
Let's have that again. It's not a what?
Ampersand.
But we're going to be partnering up with them to do. There's a lot of historical places and really neat architecture here in the state of Arizona. As you saw, if you follow us on Instagram, the other day I was headed down south of here. We had Picacho Peak. There's some landmarks along that area. We'll cover them. Things that are no longer around, that aren't being actually maybe used for their intended purposes, and they're another building now, or historical landmarks in this state. So, and fun things to do, and all that will be coming out on our social media pages, and we will be covering that. But in the meantime, once again, everybody follow us on social media at The Talking Groose, and I would say that's a wrap for episode 1. How about you?
I'm good with it. Let's wrap it up.
Let's put this baby to bed. Everybody, thank you for joining us.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And until then, just remember, let's talk.